questions for Stefanos, please? Raise your hand.
Loss of form, cramps. Can you walk us through what happened, what you were feeling, and
I'm not going to react again like in Wimbledon. That's the only thing I know. Yeah, I mean, he played well. Didn't give me much options. I feel like I could have done more, but I don't really know how. But I feel like there was a gap there to execute another game plan, and I felt like he was always in control of his service games, and I think I believe I didn't serve very well today, which affected the whole cycle of my game, of how I feel from the baseline, how I feel in the net. Not being able to win easy points on my serve affected kind of my psychology out on the court. And I believe I can do better. I really hope I do better next time. And I wish him the best because he deserves to go far and deep into the tournament.
You have a question?
yes? As you had the argument with the chair umpire in the fourth set, could you take us through what made you so upset? And you were heard saying you're all weirdos. Who were you talking about?
The chair umpire, I believe, was very incorrect in what he was telling me during the match. I don't know what this chair umpire in specific has against my team, but he's been complaining and telling me that my team talks all of the time when I'm out on the court playing, and he's very. I don't know. I believe he's not right because I never hear anything of what my team says from the outside, and there's nothing that I personally believe can help my game or make me play better. And my father outside, who usually does the talking, he's trying to pump me up and by saying, come on, and raising my confidence by not coaching, but by trying to boost me up. And I believe the coach of my opponent does the same thing, which is normal. And this chair umpire, I don't know, he has something against me. I don't know why.
So you're saying the umpires were weirdos?
I wish that all the umpires were like Mohamed Layani, because I believe he's the best out in the game, and we need more like him in tennis, because he's fair to everyone, and I feel like some of them have preferences when they are on the court.
Anyone else? Yeah.
You said when you first got here that you didn't want this to be like Wimbledon. I'm curious.
Oh?
Just what you said when you first sat down. You said you didn't want it to be like Wimbledon. What part of you're determined to have a different? Because I know Wimbledon loss was very rough on you.
I saw myself in that interview a couple of days later, and it didn't feel right. My reaction was too much, and I mean, there are far worse things in life than losses. And that day it felt like someone was in the grave. I don't know why I got upset so much about that loss. I really wanted to go far at Wimbledon, and having bad practice sessions the day before that tournament made it worse.
So, just to be clear, when you got the coaching violation, did that kind of stick with you as you went forward and distract you with?
Well, it's not very pleasant when you have the umpire give you warnings and time violations and coaching violations during a match. It can affect your thinking, it can affect your decision making, and I sometimes believe there's nothing to give there. I can tell you my honest truth of what I feel. If I feel sometimes that my dad is coaching, I'm so concentrated in that match. There's no way I'm going to think of what my dad tells me from the outside. I just hear a buzz in my head. I can't hear anything. I'm not trying to concentrate on what my team is telling me from the outside, because this is going to affect my game, and I tried not to pay too much attention to it.
Just a kind of word on your physical condition as a whole. I mean, do you worry at all you've overplayed this year? Do you think you have your schedule right? Some of the top guys like Roger have said in the past that it's important to learn how to schedule. Do you feel that
Were there any players that had similar situations like mine? I think I'm on a 4-loss strike or something like that.
But you played a lot of tennis all year. I mean, like.
Yeah, you can say that. I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and my brain can't really take it anymore. I feel like I'm doing the same routines on the court, the same execution, the same play. I mean, the same strategies and everything. And I feel like my mind is just. I don't feel inspired. I play out in the court, and I don't feel like I'm chasing something.
What should you do differently?
No, sorry.
Sorry.
We have Rajwal
Sorry.
first and 2 more. Rajwal?
Stefanos, have you been able to put the French Open defeat behind you?
It was difficult, to be honest. It's in the back of my head somewhere. I still feel it. I still feel the pain of that loss. But I'm trying to erase it from my memory and move on, because there were players with similar situations in their career which affected their career. I don't want to be that player. I want to be tough mentally, and I want to constantly improve, become better. And I cannot let things like that get into their way.
Last 3 names.
If you look back at the 2019 Grand Slam season as a whole, what is your verdict? Are you happy with all the 4 slams combined?
What is what? 2019 Grand Slam?
The Grand Slam season is over this year. All the Grand Slams are behind you.
Yeah.
What is your verdict on your season of the Grand Slams?
My highlight? The highlight? Or?
Just in general, what do you think of all the slams?
I wish I was a bit more consistent. I started the year incredibly well, did semifinals. Now I understand how difficult it was, although I was very disappointed after the loss. Semifinals in the Australian, 4th round at the French. Could have been quarterfinals if I played a shot a little bit better. 4th round, and then 2 first-round losses in both Wimbledon and US Open. I believe I could have done better, and I'm going to try to improve next year this consistency of playing well at all the Grand Slams, and not having a big curve, I would call it, in between the tournaments, you know.
Last 2 bands.
You mentioned not feeling inspired. What do you think you can do to get inspiration back? You're somebody with a lot of outside interests. I don't know if something like that can help you get inspiration, or it has to come from inside tennis, or how do you do it?
Well, the thing is that I remember achieving my career high of 5 in the world. I was really excited when I saw that number 5 and my name next to it. Then I realized that, I mean, in order to stay up there, I really have to, be very, very consistent, doing semifinals, finals, winning titles. And I don't know why that got in my brain a little bit. First round, second round losses are not acceptable anymore, because obviously you're going to drop in the rankings, and then it becomes more professional in a way, where you have to be, you have to be playing well at all those tournaments, events. I don't know where my ranking is going to be now. It has dropped pretty fast after that number 5 career high. I obviously want to get back there, and it feels great.
Stefano, when you play tournaments and you lose every week, how tough is that mentally? I mean, everybody loses every week except one player.
Stan once said that, I think.
Yeah.
I agree with him. You have to accept it and move on.
And is that easy for you to do?
It has become easier with few experiences, not just in tournaments, but also with people. talking to different people and analyzing things, I came to a conclusion that it should be more just overwhelmed by the fact that I'm able to compete against the best in those big events, in those tournaments, and hopefully do well in a few of those.